Welcome to And Then There Were Three. I'm Anna.
I'm Kaley.
And I'm Katie.
Well, guys, Pat is gone today.
Rest in peace.
He's not dead, but he has to work on another podcast. So we are graced by the presence of Cam. Welcome to the show, Cam.
What's up, ladies?
Yeah.
Sing it.
Sing the song.
There were three.
Cam is joining us today to be our amazing producer. Cam, thank you so much.
Thanks, Cam.
You are welcome.
You might be shocked during this podcast. We might ask you some questions. I don't know what to expect.
He's going to be silently making fun of us, like you said.
yeah,
I feel it.
I told him to chime in.
I've been around the world a couple times, so hopefully you don't surprise me too much.
Yeah, I don't think we will. I really don't think we will. But getting right into this, Kaley and I took a little Sunday fun day trip. We love our Sunday fun days, and then this friend group, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
We went to Kansas City for a Chiefs game, and this lady got very vulnerable with me at the bar.
Oh, you're just going right into that?
Going right in.
What about the game? What about my hat?
No one cares about that.
Well, apparently I wore an NFL. Okay, I'm not.
No one cares about it. Kaley, keep going, please.
I'm not a Chiefs or a whatever team they were playing fan. And
The Rams.
And I wore a red NFL hat because that's all I could find in my roommate's closet. And apparently
It's embarrassing to do that.
Embarrassing to wear just an NFL
It's
hat.
because it's a meme because Rob Lowe did it at a NFL game, and he wore a black NFL hat with the logo. Cam, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
well,
so
I did that.
So Kaley just wore an NFL hat. She's not cheering for anyone. She's just there for the vibes.
And then I got into an argument with the guy at the bar because I'm like, why does it matter if I'm going to an NFL game? Can I not wear an NFL
You're
hat?
just a fan of the league.
I just
Roger Goodell.
Can I
You're a
not
big
love
fan.
everyone?
You know who that is?
Nope.
Okay, he's the commissioner. Yeah. So Kaley made an early statement at the game. And so 2 episodes back, what I was getting to earlier before Kaley told her nice excursion, which is it's a good story.
Thanks.
This lady at the bar was like, I don't know what she was doing, but she was with a bunch of her friends, and we were kind of hanging out with the people.
This was after the game.
Yep, after the game, the people to the side, everyone's wearing Chiefs jerseys. We're having a fun time. People are buying shots.
And Anna and
for
I are
us.
4 shooters deep, and
yeah,
I don't even know.
We're probably pretty drunk. And this lady is having this conversation with her friends, and then she turns to me and goes, "Do you eat ass?" Yelled at me.
What?
Just out of nowhere. And I was so taken aback, and it just reminds me of the things that guys have said to me in the other 2 episodes before. Why do people feel the need to say that shit to me?
What vibe do you give off, Anna?
I don't know. She literally looked at me in the eyes. She goes, "Do you eat ass?" And I was like,
shook you, looked you in the eye.
yes, looked me, she was
"Tell me right
yelling
now."
at me.
No, what did she reply though when you were like, no?
Oh, I was like, yeah, no, I don't. She goes, "I just love eating it." And I was like, "Ma'am, I do not know you."
Dude, what?
No, I'm not even kidding. She must have been in some sort of argument with her friends about it, and she was wanting me to back her up on this, and I was like,
Oh.
"You look at me and you're gonna think, no,
Wow.
I'm not agreeing with that."
She was funny though. I liked her.
She was hilarious. And then also throughout our bar experience, Kaley claimed that she lost her phone.
Okay, so I didn't bring my purse out, which is my entire life,
Mhm.
and usually when I keep my phone in when I go out. But since you can only bring a clear bag into the game, I don't have one, so I just was purseless.
So Kaley doesn't have her phone, which she assumes. And so she's like, "Anna, help me find my phone." And I'm like, okay. So I start looking around. I have no idea where this phone is. And so I go up to the bartender and I'm explaining what her phone looks
And
like.
we are, at this point,
It's an iPhone.
at this point, we have literally got 20 people involved in this search.
Everyone at the
Is
bar.
it in your pocket?
Yes, it's in the pocket.
It was in my pocket, and I was like,
And
Dude.
seriously, people were about to go up in arms because they started thinking that I was claiming that they stole her phone. And the bartender started going up to the people along the bar and patting them down. Not even kidding. And looking
And
at
it
things.
was in your pocket.
And they were shitting on me. And Kaley comes up to me and goes, "Oh, it's just in my pocket." And then I was like, "Do not fucking say that." And I go, the people around me are like, "Did you find it?" And we're like, "Yeah, it was on the ground over there." I was
Oh
like,
my
if we tell these
God.
people that it was just in our pocket, they're literally gonna beat us up. There were some sketchy figures at this bar.
John's Big Deck.
It was at John's Big Deck at Sunday at midnight. Not the coolest people go there at night.
Yeah. But they're open till 3.
They're open last time I went to John's Big Deck, I frequent this bar.
I'm a regular at
so
John's
we
Big Deck
were
in Kansas City.
It's literally just this 3-story bar.
where was the third story?
we were
there
at
was
the
a
deck.
basement.
The deck is the 3rd story.
Whoa. Okay, I was drunk.
the 100 flight of stairs
There's,
that you had to.
it's like a million stairs to get to the top in
It looks
Kansas
like
City.
from the outside, it looks like it belongs on a lake.
Yes,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
the vibes for sure.
When I walked in, I was like, oh, like this is it. Cool.
No.
And then Anna's like upstairs. I'm like, what?
it's like the Empire State
No,
Building.
it's like the most underwhelming bar ever.
I love it. Like
I love it, but
I
like,
want to get married there.
like it's nothing special.
It's like a dive bar, but with multiple levels of dive bars.
Yeah.
So we were in Kansas City like 2 weekends ago. I guess I go there a ton of. And I was with Katie and one of my roommates, and then some other people that live down there. And we were like done with the night. It was 2 a.m. and I was like, guys, we still want to keep going. Like, let's stay out. We're not going home yet. And I remembered on the side of John's Big Deck, it is painted open until 3 in the morning. They have it just plastered on their building.
Huge.
And I was like, John's Big Deck is open till 3. Let's go there. So we go up to
it's
the
like
door.
205.
We go up to the door. I pull on it. It's locked. And I'm like banging on the door, like, let us in, let us in. And the bouncers.
No, there's like 5 bouncers that came
yeah,
out.
there's
too.
like a bunch of bouncers that came out, like staring at us, like, what are you doing? Like, we're not letting more people in. And I was like, no, sir, you don't understand. Like, we have to get inside of this bar. Like,
I was like, we will bring the party in here.
yeah, we were like vouching for ourselves. We're like, we are the craziest, most fun girls you will have inside this bar. Let us in. And like convincing him for like seriously 10 minutes outside in the freezing cold.
And we got there.
He finally lets us in.
Yeah, he finally let us in. We got there. We walk in the bar. Me and Sydney are ordering Taco Bell. Taylor's passed out on the bar and goes to the bathroom and throws up. And Anna, I don't know what you were doing.
I don't
You were
know.
just sitting there.
I actually
didn't-
ordered a drink, and then I found the drink that I ordered in the kitchen of the apartment we were
we
staying
did
at.
nothing there. All we did was sit there
Literally,
and order Taco Bell.
All I did was throw up, sleep on the bar,
sleep on
and
the bar
leave.
and leave.
And we were the funnest girls there.
Exactly.
They've never seen that
Okay,
before.
Back to the eating ass thing.
Mhm.
When we went out for
Wait, Cam,
Yeah. What could it possibly be?
have you ever? No, I'm just kidding. Don't say anything.
Okay, so
I don't think I want to know the answer.
Shut your damn mouth.
I don't want to know anyone's answer. Keep it to yourself.
So it was like when we were going out for Thanksgiving and I saw someone from high school in the bathroom and she was like, no, I listen to your podcast. It's so funny, but I can indeed say that these things do not happen to other people.
Oh, the weird
And
shit
so
that happens
made
to
me
us.
laugh with the eating ass thing.
No, yeah, I must look. People look at me and they're like, I can be vulnerable with her.
Yeah, literally.
I don't know what it is.
I can tell her my dirty secrets.
I don't know what it is about me.
Did you? I hope
Yeah,
that
I heard
did you-
That was gross. You're gonna throw up.
Yeah. I drank my water weird.
All right, so Spotify Wrapped also came
Wait,
out.
I also lost my phone again.
When? Oh, the next morning. Oh God, Kaylee
And it
just
was
can't
in
let
your
her damn
pocket?
phone go.
No, okay.
It was on the fucking floor of the bedroom
and
we were
Anna
in.
went outside in the freezing cold at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. to go look for
looking
it.
for my phone.
Because I like tracked it and I thought it was out on the street and I was like,
This is
oh,
why we
shit.
said that you would be a psycho girlfriend. This is literally example
Well,
A and example
yeah,
B.
Went down an elevator 3 or 6 in the morning. The sun was rising and I was like looking in a trash can and under cars and I was like, is Kaylee's phone out here?
it was just on the floor.
It was just on the floor under pillows. Thank you.
We also went home with a random man
We didn't go home with the random man. A nice man from the bar drove us
who
home.
we deemed to be safe because his lock screen was his supposed girlfriend
in a bikini.
in a bikini.
May I add?
Um,
Very nice looking woman.
anyone can.
I mean, if that's your lock screen, I mean, for all we could have known, it could have been some random girl on
Yeah.
his phone screen, but he was
and
a
we're
nice
like,
guy.
We trust you. Your girlfriend's your lock screen. Take us home.
He goes, I'm not trying to kidnap you. I'm like, a kidnapper might say that. But
Yeah.
it was literally down the street and he dropped us
It was
off.
very safe, very friendly man.
Yep. Very
However,
safe,
a lot
very
of
friendly.
kidnapper and serial killer people also are very nice
It's
at
a good
first.
technique. Yeah. But
Drunk girls.
we're safe. And it would have been safer than going home with the eating ass lady or the other people that we were drinking with at the bar.
Yeah. So
Very much so. That there were some scary folks there. Okay. Yeah. Spotify came out
So we
with.
went home with one of them.
So we went home with like the best version of them.
Don't Uber, just find the least scary person at the bar.
The least scary person. And he was like, do you guys need a ride home? We're like, actually, yeah, because my phone was dead. I couldn't Uber. So like, that's also a reason why we said yes.
Yeah.
And we didn't want to walk from John's Big Deck to the apartment. It is walking distance, but it was cold. Spotify Wrapped came out with their like, hey, this is who you listen to the entire year. what I'm curious is,
You mean that's what Spotify Wrapped is?
yeah, I know. People that don't know.
You have to live under a rock if you don't know
Hey,
what
some
it is.
people only have Apple. Google.
Apple still does it.
Yeah, but not the way Spotify Wrapped does it the best, for sure.
Okay.
So,
My mom definitely does not know what that is.
yeah, well, good thing I explain it for when she's listening.
Hey, she will
Kaylee.
listen.
Thanks, Kaylee. Okay, so Spotify Wrapped came out and they tell you who you listen to all year. And I love seeing the tweets where it's like, I hate when my Spotify Wrapped comes out because apparently they like listen to like white noise when they sleep from
Yeah,
Spotify.
yeah.
And I'm like, I would be so pissed if my Spotify Wrapped came out and it was like white noise, pink noise, thunderstorm. I would be so
Oh my
mad.
That's
God.
why they make separate apps for that. You don't have to go to Spotify.
I don't
Yeah.
do that. That's weird.
I've seen those TikToks and I'm like, I don't get it. There's like so many other options.
Yeah,
Like how
on
many minutes
Spotify.
of listening do they have on their Spotify?
Probably a ton because I
then?
mean you sleep like 8 hours a night and you
Yeah.
do that every single night. Like that's obviously gonna be your
On-
top song.
on top of listening to music too.
Right. That's so funny. But our statistics also came out for Spotify Wrapped. We posted them on Instagram if you haven't seen them yet. Somehow we're the top in the top
Somehow.
15% and most followed.
Spotify, explain yourself,
Spotify,
please.
I don't know.
No, we posted that. And I was like, "Is this real?"
No, it actually is real. And I was like,
Anna cropped it onto Canva.
yeah. I was like, it was like in the top 90%. No, I'm just
Let's
kidding.
just make this 15.
It was actually 15. I swear to God, you can go look for yourself. And then top 10% shared globally. Apparently, we have some people that listen in Spain.
That's my friend Gavin.
Shout out Gavin.
He's
in
studying
Spain.
abroad. Hi, Gavin. Miss you.
Thanks for sharing our podcast globally. We are now in your basements in Spain, in your basements in Iowa. I think our top cities are like Omaha, Lincoln, Phoenix, and like
That's lit.
Chicago, Denver, some places like that. So pretty sweet. So if you're listening
Cool.
elsewhere, like let us know. Do we have a
Let us
fan
know.
base we don't know about in Spain that's been racking up our listens?
All of our listeners
People are
from
like,
Spain.
yeah.
Gavin's advertising for our podcast everywhere he goes.
There's
Walking
marches in
around
the streets.
Spain, and then there are three. I highly
we
doubt
go to
that.
Spain for the first time and paparazzi
Yeah,
are
well,
waiting.
yeah, they're like, there they are. You know, like the Lizzie McGuire movie. We walk in, everyone's like, those are the girls. God, shout out Spain though.
Shout out Spain.
This morning I had a humbling moment. I was talking to you guys out before this. I like got all ready in my apartment and like the lighting in every single one of my rooms is like either a
It's
yellow
different.
tone or like a bright tone, like these LED lights on us right now. And then once you get out into the real world, the natural sunlight, it's just totally different. And
That's
I like
why I purposely get ready in the dark so I don't have to
no, that's a horrible idea.
reveal myself.
Get ready in the dark.
Reveal myself? Is that?
Unveil yourself.
Lava girl.
that reminds me. I was
Just buy
typing
Lava
yesterday
Girl.
something and I put unveil and I'm like, is this a fucking word? Why do I
Unveil
keep?
is a word.
Yeah, but I keep using it in the wrong context.
Okay. Well, maybe steer away from that word.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
But yeah, I looked in my car mirror this morning, like the one you use to when you need to back up, and I was like, holy shit. And I was like, I need to fix my face.
That's
So
the worst when you get ready in
apologize.
like an LED like
Mhm.
circle light, like your makeup mirror, and then you go to like your bathroom light and it's yellow, and you're like, ew, I'm so ugly.
No, literally, it is gross.
I'm currently in the process of packing up my entire room, so my desk and all my makeup stand is gone,
So what do you use?
and so I have to now stand in the bathroom like a normal person.
Ew.
oh,
But I
that's
was
the
like,
worst.
Ew, like just getting ready today was just like humbling, and I was like,
Remember the lighting in the petite suite?
no, I literally can't talk about the petite. It's gonna give me a wave of anxiety.
Don't say those words.
The lighting in there was atrocious. I was
so
like,
bad.
if you look good in the petite suite bathroom mirror, you look like fucking J-Lo because the
petite
lighting
suite
in that
bathroom?
Airbnb
Yeah,
was
you're like,
seriously
as
horrid.
long as you think
you
you
got ready in the petite suite bathroom.
Oh, and I did. And I had my brown set day. In the brown set day, I looked myself in the bathroom mirror and I go, I look good.
In the-
Because I looked good in that mirror and I was like, I will look good in anyone's eyes if I can look good in
And
this.
you did. And you
And
did.
you did.
And then we rezelled much money. So we must do it again. There's something about that mirror. I don't know.
I'm not
something
going back.
about it.
So
We're not going back.
no.
Maybe once. Maybe once for like an anniversary or something of the petite suite. We-
Anniversary.
Anniversary trip.
in 10 years we have to have some sort of anniversary. And then also being tan in the wintertime, I feel like affects my mental health. I feel like a lot of
No,
people will
seriously.
relate to this. Like I
Ugh.
use self tanner simply because I know if I don't put it on the next morning, like I'll be upset.
Self tanner does
How
more
often
for
do you self tan?
Almost every other day,
Holy shit!
but like a little bit, like face, neck. Like I'm not like lathering myself every night.
self tanner can cure depression more than like an antidepressant.
Seriously, like
can.
seasonal depression is totally a thing. Like it's basically in the winter time when it gets colder. Like people are more.
I'm only happy
susceptible.
when I'm tan.
Seriously,
Like getting a spray tan can fix so many things
no,
in your
like
life.
I'm not even kidding. Like it could cure.
It
could
like
cure
makes me
you.
want to be more productive. It
Mhm.
motivates me. It makes me feel more confident.
Yeah.
And
Cam, do you agree?
Definitely. I hate being pale and pasty and white. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
it's just the worst. Honestly,
Yes.
yes, Cam.
Yeah. And then there were three.
Please keep singing. But yeah,
Just butt into every conversation.
it hurts being pale. Like
Yeah.
I remember
Does it?
it does.
We all compared our pasty legs.
Yeah, before that, like literally, my legs are peeking
Because
through
in
my
the
new
winter
jeans.
time, I'm always in pants, so why tan the legs?
I don't tan
Yeah.
my legs. in the
And
winter,
I
yeah.
literally look like grandpa legs. And what I mean by grandpa legs is like, you know, like your grandparents only basic. Like, have you ever seen your grandparents in shorts? Like, barely.
So bad.
Yeah.
And when they do, it's like you need to put fucking sunglasses on because their legs are
it's
so
blinding white.
pale. And that's what I mean by grandpa legs. Like,
Yeah,
like
my
that is
grandpa-
what mine. I can't even look because they're usually like out on the farm,
No,
like
my
doing
grandpa's a
things, wearing
farmer,
in jeans.
And he was
Yes,
always wearing jeans, and he like came to our pool to swim.
yes. Because
I am blinded. Like,
rest
are
of
you
their
wearing?
bu-
Dude, I bet his legs haven't seen sunlight in like
Ever.
actually
like
50
ever.
years.
the rest of their body is so tan from being
Yes,
outside.
his arms are so tan.
Yes, that when they finally reveal,
He seriously has a
Unveiled.
watch.
when they finally unveil their legs,
legs.
it's like, oh my god.
He has a watch tan line where it's like actually he wears
And
the
that's
same
oh my
watch,
god, I can't even show
and
mine.
it has a definitive tan line
Yeah.
on his wrist from.
That's
The watch.
hilarious.
But he's tan everywhere else. Like his face and arms are tan.
Being tan matters. And remember in like middle school and high school when like, I don't know, at least for me, like self tanner wasn't really a thing for me until like maybe senior year of high school.
I would dread the winter.
I can't imagine what I looked like in the wintertime, like side part wearing black, like clothing to school
Ew.
in the fluorescent lighting of Elkhorn South. Dear God. Like, oh, horrifying. But
Terrible.
and like boys too, like boys got pale as hell.
Boys, get a spray tan. Honestly, like
yeah, no shame.
Figure
If you're a
it
boy
out.
and you get spray tans,
No, and
Go
it's like
for you.
sometimes like the fantasy boys do fantasy leagues, and it's their punishment is getting
Mhm.
a spray tan, and then they're like, "Oh, he got a spray tan, but it looks kind of good." I'm like, "Yeah, obviously it looks good."
our guy friends did it for like a bet or something that somebody lost, and they actually like kept going back.
Yeah, it looks
like,
good when
"Wait,
they
this
get a
is good."
spray
I'm like,
tan.
Yeah, so don't make fun of girls that get spray tans. That is
It's
another
not-
big pet peeve of mine when people
Same.
get mad about girls getting spray tans. I'm like, well, they look good. I mean, yes, you can look hella orange, and if you do too much or you look too dark, that's not cool.
and
but
it
like,
makes me happy.
but if you're just getting a regular, like a lighter, medium, or whatever done to you, you're fine. And you
it's
should
not
do
causing
it
skin
because
cancer.
it's helping your mental health. Yeah, don't bed tan, I will say. Ava, stop. Here's your message.
You're gonna get cancer and wrinkles.
Yeah, like skin cancer runs bad in my family, so I know for a fact that I would get it if I started bed tanning. Be just not
Mhm.
worth it. Cam, do you bed tan?
I do not. No. I melt in the sun.
Really?
Yeah.
Melts
Get
in
really
the sun.
tan?
you actually melt.
I'm like a vanilla ice cream.
Remember when kids in elementary school used to
Why
come
are we always talking about elementary
or
school?
middle school used to come back from like a trip to Cancun with like
Yes.
literally
The braids.
full head of braids, and then they were like,
No, they were like sunburnt.
yeah, like so
nose
sunburnt.
peeling. And then they're like, "Did you know I went to Cancun?"
And then they're
It's
wearing like a
it's like-
lifeguard sweatshirt.
Yes, and they're coming back and they're like acting like they're better than everyone and like
Yep,
so
yep.
cultured with the freaking braids in their
Yeah.
hair and tan. They're like, actually, when
They're
I
like
went to
cornrows in their
Cancun,
hair.
when I went to Cancun with my parents, I went snorkeling and I was
Yeah.
like, no one cares.
And I was always like never the kid that got to go to Mexico or wherever with my family. So I was like, damn, she's cool.
I know for a fact I came
Damn,
back
she's
from trip
cool.
and was like,
I remember that.
yeah, I have
I went
braids in
to
my hair.
Daytona Beach with my family, got a white lifeguard sweatshirt, red letters.
Yes.
That's, you know what I'm talking about?
yes,
and
I have multiple
wore
of
it
those.
literally every day.
Every day.
Every day I was like, yeah, I went to Florida. Like Fucking
Yeah.
congrats.
I went to Florida. Like, how come going on vacation when you were a kid?
it was like celebrity status.
Life changing. It's like, oh, I'm actually gone next week, teacher. So I have
Yeah.
to make up this test now.
Ma'am,
So it's-
I'll be gone. I'll actually be on vacation with my family at Atlantis.
I'm getting called out early. Fuck you
Oh my
guys.
god, yeah,
Or, like,
getting called out
and
early.
then coming back with lunch or something.
Yes. When I was a kid, I used to like when I went on vacation with my family, I like pretended to basically be famous. Does anyone relate to this?
Yes. I went to the Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah, and you're like, think you're famous.
No, I went to the Great Wolf Lodge with my stepbrothers, and we pretended like we were the owners of it. Like, I don't know why we did this, and we like walked around. And we're like, we're the owners of
You're
the
telling
Great Wolf
people that?
Lodge. Yes. We're like, we thought that we were like getting away with it, and people like believed us. And stuff.
What?
Walking around the Great Wolf Lodge in the water park.
I've been to that place. The place
Can't
is
relate.
awesome. Also, I literally one time brought my guitar to like a hotel I was staying at when I think we were in Iowa. And I was like, people are gonna think I'm famous if I like bring my guitar. My parents
Why did your parents let you bring
I
your
don't
guitar?
know. And you know what I put
Hannah
it in?
Montana.
Do you know what I put? I didn't have a guitar case. Obviously, I'm not like a professional guitarist.
Yeah, like
I put it in a plastic garbage bag. And I walked into probably like
the
Hilton
hallway,
Garden
yeah,
Inn,
like-
and I'm like, does anyone think I'm Miley Cyrus?
yeah, like why did your parents let you do
I don't
that?
fucking know. My parents let my imagination run free. One time I was like, Mom, will you please let me go on tour? And she's like, sure, I'll drive you up to Sioux Falls and you can perform for your uncle. Like, I was like, I want to go on tour. And they were like, we can go to Des Moines and visit your other aunt there. You can go on a Midwest tour.
Okay, this is what I used to do.
Oh my
so
god.
I also like really thought I was gonna be a famous singer.
Uh-huh.
So we had this tree house in my backyard. And so it was me, my two stepbrothers, and my sister, and we would have like performing. We bought a fog machine, and it was
Oh,
like
God.
we had like this tree house. It was like a 2-story tree house. We'd all be in the top floor, and then we'd come out, and there'd be fog coming out, and we'd hand out flyers
Oh,
go around the
gosh.
neighborhood and have lawn chairs sitting up as the concert. And we came out, fog machine flying out, all of us 4 kids, to the song "You Spin My Head Right Round." Like
I can imagine that.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me.
What?
Lady Gaga's
Lady Goo Goo?
Lady Goo. Fuck, what's that song? Oh, also, I'm trying to
Born
stop.
This Way?
Have I cussed yet? Because that might have been my first
That
time.
might have been the first F-bomb.
My mom told Katie's mom that she doesn't like when I drop the F-bomb a lot.
Sorry,
which-
Shelly.
But I also feel like it just makes stories more exciting.
yeah.
It could.
Yeah.
Maybe widen your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To shit.
What's your Lady Gaga story?
I remember I like vividly remember this because I was in the car with my grandparents, my parents, my whole family, and Lady Gaga song like the disco stick song. What is it
I
called?
wanted to go out and you did
Yes,
this.
yes.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
my mom and grandma looked at each other and they're like, I remember they immediately changed the channel and I was like, what? What's wrong with
Kaylee's
it?
like, disco stick.
I used to really like Eminem and Drake when I was younger. Like I'm in 5th grade, and I would sit in my office and write down all the lyrics to Drake and Eminem and memorize them. And
I do that with Nicki Minaj when I was younger.
and sit my parents down and sing and rap to them
Oh,
in 5th and
no.
6th grade.
They're probably like, why do we
"Man, I
have
mean
this
nothing to
kid?
y'all."
Your parents are like, please
9
stop.
years old, and I'm like, "Dad, please play this song." And I'm like,
They let you listen to
"Haley,
that?
I know you miss your mom. I know you miss your dad, but I'm gone." Like I would sit my parents down and be like, "Watch me rap this entire song."
Oh
And they'd
my
be like,
God.
"Where did I go wrong with my child?"
It's so funny. Like, we were like, if we wrote a song or wrote a poem, I would always do that shit as a kid. I'd be like, Mom, Dad, can
Why
I
were you
perform it
always-
to you?
Have you said your
What, my
song
rapping at the-
story
what song story?
in the car?
Have we?
I don't think we
did.
I don't
I
think that
think
we
we-
have.
I don't
Picture
know.
this. It's a rainy day driving actually back from Kansas City. We're always in Kansas City.
in Anna's car. So Anna has a Camry, a Toyota
A
Camry.
2002 Toyota Camry, and
And
love
it's
her to
called
death.
the funny mobile because we have the best memories in her car. AKA me almost crashing from laughing.
And going back to my obvious route of wanting to be a famous singer since I was a young kid. I brought a
Anna couldn't-
guitar and a plastic. I came from guitars and plastic bags at Hilton Garden Inns. Look at where I am now.
Anna couldn't be a famous singer.
A
so
top
now she's a
charting podcast in Spain.
Hell yeah!
Full circle moment.
Full circle moment.
Good vocab, Kaylee. You said
great
hell
vocab.
yeah.
Did you see me catch myself? I almost said
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, one time we were driving back from Kansas City and I was on aux, of course. Katie was driving because it was like a bad thunderstorm and I like had driving issues at
Yes,
the point.
you
Like
had
I was like
driving
scared
issues.
to drive, driving anxiety, whatever. Girlies can relate. Hot girls have driving anxiety. We'll say that.
Period.
Period. And I made Katie drive back. This is like 3 years ago, probably. And so I'm connected to the aux and I'm trying to.
I'm so upset I missed this.
Yeah, Kaylee wasn't in the car. It was just me and Katie.
I'm
And
like majorly focused on driving because the rain. The rain is really bad.
yeah, like we're
And
not
so-
speaking because I'm also
Yeah.
trying to type an
Yeah.
essay at this time. Like it's a very somber moment in the
I
car.
can like picture it too.
And we're probably like just listening to some like quiet music and just catching a vibe.
So Anna has the aux on her car. Okay, so her phone is connected to the car, and so she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop it real quick because I gotta listen to this voice memo because I was interviewing someone for the paper that I'm writing right now." And so she forgot to disconnect to the car and was like pressing random voice memos.
I didn't know
'cause
which voice
yeah,
memo
'cause
was
she didn't-
which. I
she
didn't have them named.
it. She didn't have them named. And so all of a sudden, I just hear a guitar and Anna's voice singing.
Not the guitar.
The freaking guitar.
The guitar comes back.
I'm like volume like 40.
Because I was
It's-
turning
it's
it up
full
on my
blast.
phone because I was like, why can't I hear it? And all of a sudden it was like, ooh.
and then I'm like, I almost crashed the car because I'm like, what was that? I'm laughing so hard. And then I was like, play it again. And then she accidentally played it again. And I was like, what song were you singing? Was that you singing? I'm so confused. And she said it was a song that she not only wrote herself,
It was an original.
and she with her guitar as well.
Mind you, I only know like 2 notes on the guitar. And
And she
it's the
deleted
song
it
Hey There,
forever.
Delilah.
She deleted it forever, and I'm so upset because now it
If
would be
I
so
had
funny.
it, I would literally play it, and
I
we would be
know.
pissing our pants because I
Dude.
bet it was so funny.
Why did you delete
And then-
it?
I was
then-
embarrassed.
And then after we played it in the car, she's like, "Don't tell Kaylee." I'm like, "I literally already told her. I already tweeted it. I already posted it on Instagram. Like everyone already knows
Fucking
about it.
Funny. So guys, if you have a dream,
Do it.
go after it.
Go after it.
Thanks
Reach
so
for the
much,
stars.
guys. Cam, thank you so much for producing this episode.
It's been a pleasure, gals.
Oh gosh, you guys are awesome.
You always catch me so off guard when you
You literally
end
jumped.
it.
If anyone ever watches the video version, watch Kaylee's
Just watch
reaction.
Kaylee also moving throughout the entire podcast.
Yes.
I feel like
Watch-
I've been pretty good today.
Watch Kaylee's reaction every
No.
time Anna says, "All right, thank you guys." She's like, "What?"
Why are we ending?
All right, we love you guys. Thanks so much for listening.
Bye, Patty Baddies.
Bye.